kind of nice. Hi, how you guys doing? Firstly, I'd like to say thank you to you guys. There's a bit more consistency right now. Obviously, you guys are encouraging me to film more, to film better, do more photo shoots, event photography. Today, I am actually going to an event, a gig. There's a spin city which I'll tell you about. Is this microphone working? Beginner mistake always the time. Beginner mistakes. Yeah, it's working. Like it's switched on. So right now, I'm on a film. Go to this other event. It's a gig. Save this, edit later. Then next week, the following week, after seeing this video, you'll see the spin city. It's just gonna be cloudy. So I'm really grateful for that. Thank you a lot. I do appreciate it. And another thing, before filming, every time I take a shower, I bath, clean up, make sure that I'm dressed good, clean clothes. So you're helping me with photography, videos, hygiene. No, I don't know why I said that. Like I really appreciate YouTube for for the two, because the hygiene was there already. Like, I'm always clean. I'm always clean. Today's video is about how this camera, the 200D, copes in low light situations. This is the time I made Mikasa. I almost said me and Mikasa. This is the time I made Mikasa. I did a shoot for that. After this intro. Like, intro. Intro. It's not working. Intro. So something happened at work. It's always like an issue. Like, it's always something that happens. Something happens at work. I was just chilling at work, just chilling. And I get a call from Sfiso, my brother-in-law. He's like, "Yo, man, I'm kind of bored." He has like he shares a room with his like a roommate, so he's still in school. He's like, "Yo, man, my roommate isn't around. I'm gonna be bored. How about you come through?" I'm like, "Yo, man, first of all, I don't have clothes to change. I don't have anything to bath. I don't have anything cosmetics. I don't have anything." He's like, "Nah, man." Yeah, he's like, "Nah, man. We'll just buy here. We just buy when you get here." I'm like, "Okay, cool. We're just gonna buy the cosmetics when you get there." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Let me call mom." Like, "Yo, mom, I'm not coming back home today. I'm gonna be with Sfiso." She's like, "Okay, chill. Thank you for telling me in time, because I was about to wait for you." She waits for me, like bus stop. She waits for me. Then we come here, 15-minute drive. Yeah, we get here. I go to him, and we start chilling. We like bored. The next day we bored. Okay, cool. Let's just go to White River. So White River is that direction, that direction. So we start walking. We climbing mountains. Oh, there's some pictures. We climbing mountains. We just walking. See the beautiful place. We're like, whew. Man, we literally did walk a lot. I think when I'm with him, we do walk a lot. Maybe he's like the influence behind me walking a lot. So we walking. I receive a call from Reggie again. Hey, I receive a call from Reggie. He's like, "Yo, Semisto." I'm like, "Hey, skip out. What's up?" I'm like, "Hey, man, I forgot to tell you. Yesterday, I forgot to tell you yesterday. There's an event today. There's an event today. What are you busy with? Where are you?" Starts off by saying, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm in Nelspruit. The event is in Nelspruit. Somewhere in Nelspruit." I'm like, "I'm in Nelspruit." He's like, "Yo, that's better. That's like, ooh, you're a lifesaver. Let me come and fetch you for this event." I'm like, "Yo, first of all, my camera's at home." He's like, "Issa, So there's like a sudden panic from him. He's like, "Yo, let me call Toby again. I'll get back to you." I'm like, "Okay, cool." We're still walking to White River. We're still walking to White River. So we're going that way. Now spread, the event is that side, we're going that side. He's like, "We walking." So I'm like, I know what's gonna happen. So just in case, let's just carry on walking. I don't think they're gonna get back to me and say, "Yo, man, we need you for a shoot." So we walking with him, next Sfiso, gelling, walking. He called me again, like, "Yo, I just spoke to Toby." I'm like, "Okay, what's up?" It's like, she said I should fetch you so that we can fetch your camera at home. I'm like, oh, okay. What I need you to do is get on a taxi, get to Nelspruit. I'll meet you in Nelspruit. I'm like, yo, right. Fortunately, I actually did shower. Yeah, I did shower. Like, I did shower before we went out. I did shower before we went out. So now we're walking, we're just stretching our legs because we were both still indoors. He called me, fetched me in Nelspruit. We get home. Now, back of my mind, I'm like, snap, there's actually a huge mistake, that I did. The couple of days before, I was filming for YouTube, for you guys, so it's technically, no. So I was filming for YouTube. I don't remember the video that I was filming. I was filming that video. So my battery wasn't at 100%. It was at 1 bar. I just had 1 bar, and 1 bar isn't enough to last me for an entire day. Because usually these events are like 12 hours. It's like a 12-hour shoot, like events, 12-hour shoot. It's literally the whole day. So while we're driving here, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna cope. I don't know if I'm gonna cope. So we get here, we get home. Okay, I plug my camera in. I put my charger. Take the battery out, charge it. I stall. I start stalling. Reggie was waiting outside. I start stalling, taking my cosmetics, changing, taking everything, just literally wasting time for my battery to charge. I'm wasting time. I'm literally going back in the house. I forgot something, knowing very well what I was doing. So I get to the charger. Like, I realized something. It wasn't charged. Like I was panicking so much, I didn't plug it in. I'm like, damn. This is about to become like the worst shoot ever. I need to work. There's this assignment that we did in college of 24 shoots. So what you had to do is take 24 pictures, but make sure all those pictures are good. So I'm like thinking of things that we did back in school. I'm like, so this assignment was you hand in 24 images, and the first 24 images you have to submit. Those were the pictures that you'll be marked upon. So I'm thinking of things that I did back then. So back then in school, you have to, before you even take a picture, you have to think, is this picture worth it? Am I gonna need this picture? Is this picture gonna be used? So I'm thinking of things that we used back in school, like while we're driving to Mbombela. This is like Mbombela Jazz Festival. I'm like, whew. Now everything Mickey is like my lecturer. Everything Mickey taught us back in college, I'm starting to remember. Okay, this is important. Frame your work, So before taking a picture, I'm starting to frame my work, In my head, I'm like framing my work. Okay, it's gonna look nice like this. It's gonna look nice like this. The lighting at the back. So I'm like, okay, cool. I think I'll manage to take pictures, but I did take a charger just in case. Just in case I do find a place to plug, but without Toby noticing, because that is very amateur. If she noticed me charging my battery, she would be, I think she'd be very disappointed to see the photographer charging there. Ooh, that would be like a negative thing. So I'm like, I have to find a place where she can't see it, and I have to make sure that I don't lose pictures. Those are the two things. So we get to the event. She's like, hey Sam, thank you for being here. Like at such short notice. That was like a tongue twister. Me. Oof. Thank you for being here at such thank you for being here at such short notice. Oof, my tongue. I'm like, no man, it's fine. So I'm walking around. I see this band, there's a band there. I'm like, I see twin plug, I see twin plug. I'm like, let me just be bold, be brave. Go ask them, like, yo, Chance, what's up? Can I charge my battery? They were like, I'm like, okay. It was like, we don't have a charger. I'm like, no, I have my own charger. I'm like, okay, cool. Now I plug it in. I go back, start walking around. Because I'm trying to waste time. I'm trying to store again. This time I made sure that it's charged. I literally made sure that it is charged. So that's a word to you. Always charge your camera. Like after filming right now, I'm going to charge it, wait for 2 hours, then leave. always charge your cameras. Make sure that you have enough space every time. Even if you don't have a shoot, just make sure you have enough space. Make sure your battery is charged, because anytime people can call you, because people don't actually think about photographers. Let's just be honest. People don't think about photographers that often. There's an event happening on the 15th. People will start planning for photographers maybe on the 14th or the 15th. On that day, I'm like, oh yeah, we need somebody to take pictures of this thing. Oh yeah, I know somebody, Sam. Oh, guess what? Sam didn't charge his battery. Sam doesn't have space. So make sure that make sure that you always have space. You always have your batteries charged. So I'm walking around. She comes to me. She's like, yo, did you manage to take pictures? I'm like, no, that was my response. Still looking around, getting to know the place. Like, yeah, please make quick, because the kitchen, the kitchen is always, not always, isn't started to prepare. I need you to take pictures of that as well. I'm like, yeah, I will. So I go to the kitchen. So she sees me going to the kitchen. Bear in mind, I still have my battery charging that side. So I go to the kitchen just to, just for her to see me going to the kitchen. She's like, oh yeah, by the way, we have food prepared for you guys. I'm like, yes. We have food prepared for you guys? I'm like, yes. This is the perfect time for me to start eating slow. So I'm eating like this, I'm eating very slowly, trying to get my battery charged, It takes about 2 hours to charge. So I didn't actually wait for it to like fully charge. So I'm eating like slow, taking the plate to the washer. I was tempted to wash my own dishes. Then the lady that was in the kitchen was like, no man, don't worry about that. We'll wash the dish for you. I'm like, okay, cool. Thank you for that. Thank you for your I can't say the word. Generosity. Thank you for your I can't say it for generosity. Generosity. Thank you for your generosity. So I'm like, okay, I go back to the camera. I plug it in. I take the battery, put in my camera. It's at full. It's at 100%, like full bars. I'm like, I like high fives, feels like, yo, thank you. Now I can work. So I go back to the kitchen. I take pictures of the food, of people around me. I take pictures of that. I start doing my walks, like every time, like what I said. I start doing my walks. Just walk around, take pictures of random things. Took pictures of the people on stage, that the people that are doing jazz. Because before they did some jazz, like bam, 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 bam. This was still with the 1855. It's the 1855 still. I tried doing some pictures with the 50mm lens. I kind of struggled. Yeah, with the 50mm lens, as I mentioned in the previous video, maybe for me, because we had a student back in college. He used the 50mm for almost anything. Brad Hunter. Check him out on Instagram. Brad Hunter. His images are bravo. His images. As they say, different strokes for different folks. For me, I couldn't use a 50mm. He made me like the 50mm. Like, his pictures were that beautiful. And when I was in college, I was like, ooh, what if I got the 50mm? Now I have the 50mm and I just can't use it as well as he did. He was like, for him, the 50mm was his everyday. He had this kind of like a joke, so to speak. They were like, no man, the 50mm can't zoom. He's like, just get closer, which is kind of actually smart. So I did my walks. I climbed somewhere up as well to get the view. Because I wanted to ask the security guards to let me inside the Mbombela Stadium so that I can go to the highest floor and take pictures. But they just didn't have the keys. So I was like, okay, it's fine. Actually, I wanted to enter by myself. There's this other thing, this other YouTuber said, in photography, you don't ask for permission, you ask for forgiveness. So I went there by myself. I tried to enter the stadium by myself. Find out that it was closed, it was locked. So I was gonna go there. Should security have found me, I would just be like, yo, Staff had this band called Staff, like written Staff. I'm like, yo, I was just taking pictures. Now, I was gonna ask for forgiveness, not for permission. Found out it was locked, went to the security. Security said they don't have the keys here, they're just guarding around. I was like, damn, okay, cool, no problem. It's fine, I'll just take pictures around. I just started taking pictures of them preparing with the chairs. The chairs was actually decent, they were cleaning the chairs. The event, there was not much to it, if I'm being entirely honest. Nothing actually happened much because everything was just here. Everything was just here. The VIP section. The VIP section was beautiful. There was different sponsors like Kuala Kuala, Old Mutual. Who else was there? Just a bunch of sponsors. There were a bunch of sponsors. This is like a huge event. What else? There was like different. Oh, Ringo was there. Ringo Mandingos was there. A celebrity, or an artist. Should I say an artist? Celeb, an artist. Celeb artist, an artist. You're a musician. I just decided between two things. I went for musician. a musician. Mikasa was there. I actually loved Mikasa's pictures. Like Mikasa has this vibrant energy on stage. Honestly, I just loved the connection I had with Mikasa. There was a point I didn't like working with one guy on stage. I honestly was pissed with him. Because there was a point I was taking, I'm not going to show you these pictures. There was a point I was taking pictures on the side. He's like, come this side. I'm like, he's like this, He instructed me to come this side, come this side. Now get my best shot. I'm like, this guy. Just artists, musicians and photographers shouldn't actually communicate much because you're doing your job. I love that. I'm doing my job. You should also respect that. Love and respect that. So Mikasa was, I'd love to work with him again. He was just a vibrant energy. The food was amazing. What else? The food, the general side. I'll just put like a bunch of pictures like everywhere. Just put a bunch of pictures. But mostly I used the 1855 lens. The 50mm I struggled, as I mentioned. And there's this thing that we learned in photography back in college of not using your flash. Your flash, and any flash when there's like a concert. Because you're actually distracting the artist or the musician, whoever is on stage. So I actually did learn a lot in photography. I did actually drop out. I'll tell you why I dropped out, bro. I'm not sure when, but I actually did drop out. But I actually did learn a lot. I did learn a lot. Mickey Brunette, yeah, he's an amazing lecturer. Oh, the only lecturer that I had my entire life. We had two. I was always late for him, so I never actually saw him. I saw him when I was leaving. Yeah, I never. Oh, I can't say. Okay, let me just be honest. I never liked photography, so I was always late for class. Never arrived on time. So Mickey was the lecturer was that I was always there, and he was actually the coolest guy. Back then, he was actually the coolest guy. He kind of made me like photography. He'd literally sit you down like, "What do you like?" "I like this." And he'd sit you down like, "Oh, okay. Why don't you try this? You like writing. Why don't you try this? Try this." So he was one of those lecturers that's actually made an effort for you to find ways of liking something. So I literally applaud him. The best okay, I only had one lecture, but for me, it seems as if this is like the best lecture anybody can ever have, my opinion. Then yeah, now I'm just gonna show you a bunch of random pictures. That's mostly with the 1855 lens on the EOS 200D by Canon. Thank you for watching. My name is. Why am I telling you my name? I always get confused when I tell you my name. It's written. It's written like, and I don't, unless you can't pronounce it. It's Samton. I've been called Samton before. It's Samton Gina. But whatever. Thank you for watching. My name is Samton Gina. I told you my name again. Whatever.